Sam, what do you think is the greatest television series? You have to pick one.
6 Feet Under was one of my favorite. I think it's one of my favorite series ever. That's the first television thing in general that's made me cry. The ending.
And you cried a single tear on this one.
No, I was bawling that show because I love 6 Feet Under. I mean that is just.
All right, so
I watched it recently though.
Yeah, Jeremy's sticking with 6 Feet Under. Lee, do you have your favorite? Don't say even Steve.
Whoa, wait.
What?
I don't know about best of all time.
She said the greatest television series of all time.
It's hard because I think there's one for each genre for me. I think I don't know which one wins with Breaking Bad or Game of Thrones, Breaking Bad, and Dexter. No, there's just way too many. There's way too many great shows out. I think Breaking Bad.
Okay, how about this? It's weighed on. Wait. It's weighed on how many times you've seen it. Like you've seen these episodes a million times.
Well, I only watch comedies over and over and over. So, I've watched Arrested Development.
Is that the one you've seen more than any other show?
Or Seinfeld.
Or Seinfeld. So it would have to be something like that.
Because not necessarily, because it depends on the genre, though. I mean, because
she didn't have a genre. She said sitcom when it comes to comedy or primetime. Primetime means
what
anything.
resonates the most with you. What?
That's what I'm trying to get out of him. He's fighting me.
Yeah.
Which one?
That's hard.
You're not going to hurt any of the TV show's feelings.
Arrested Development, I know, but Arrested Development.
I love you guys all equal, but.
Lee,
I mean, for every genre, though.
Lee, what would be your favorite TV series? And do not, I swear to God.
All right, Kim Possible. No, for real, no. The greatest TV of my time, of all time. I'm not really sure yet. I don't know.
Good for you. Good answer.
That is a good answer.
You haven't seen them all.
There's no way.
Yeah, I haven't seen all of them. I've seen little bits and pieces of a lot of things. I think, oh, that's kind of funny. I should watch that, and then I'll finish watching.
John, let me hear yours. Pinpoint that shit.
Pinpoint. I'm gonna pinpoint the best I can.
I
also don't want to forget about the USA shows, though. You know, you got Psych.
She says primetime. Go ahead.
All right. I think it'd be between Breaking Bad and Dexter as of right now.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a solid pick. For me, those would be the top of the genre. But I think if you're looking at just what I love, love to just watch all the time, that's got to be Arrested Development.
Yeah.
Or Seinfeld. I can never get enough of Arrested Development more so than Seinfeld, but.
So those would be your favorites, but
I absolutely if you talk about best drama, Breaking Bad, Dexter, 6 Feet Under would definitely be up there too.
Yeah.
I just started The Wire.
The Wire's, I heard it's phenomenal.
I haven't finished it.
My friend hypes it. Delano, you hype it up too much. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
And then you've got The Sopranos, which I just bought. I bought the entire series for $60, which was awesome
on Blu-ray.
I can tell you right now, that's a show that the last episode changed the face of the whole show.
Yeah.
Because I love that show up until that last episode.
It's like Lost. No, actually, that got bad.
Which is another. Yeah, I mean, let me tell you something. Lost is my number 4 show.
That show was freaking excellent.
Again, that last episode made me want to punch.
No, not the last episode. Not the last episode. The last season. It was excellent. But you're looking at. But if you reflect on how you're just going, I tried to justify it because I was like, I can't not like this.
I want to try to justify it too, but
I watched 120 episodes. This better be. There's no way I can not like this. And it was just kind of like the writers were like, oh geez, we only have 10 episodes left. Oh, time travel. Let's throw stuff in here. I don't know what to do.
Those hour-long.
Yes, they were.
Yeah. You invest. They're 50. They're 50 minutes each.
I heard
42 because it's real television.
Of what?
Of Lost.
Oh,
they're 45 minutes each, right?
45.
It's a television show. 45 minutes times 120. I mean, it's freaking. I mean, you would like. I mean, that show. I almost cried in that one.
Have you seen Lost? I cried.
I heard a lot about Lost.
I got lost within season.
Your mom was watching.
Yeah, my mom loved that show.
Yeah, it's a great show. It's a great show till the end.
Yeah, I mean, I think the end is just.
I mean, it didn't do like with The Sopranos. The Sopranos made me hate everything.
I know the ending of Sopranos.
But The Lost, what it made me do was made me hate the fact that Lost was number 4 on my list. But it's like.
But when you're in it, though, that show is so
you get sucked in, and it's true. My friend Delano said you have to see it in marathons because when season 1 came out on DVD and I watched it straight through, it was genius. And watching it episode after episode, you get to watching it on Netflix. I think would be the best way to go.
I watched the entire thing on Netflix.
Yeah, and watching it almost every day. You can't go a week.
Oh yeah, you can't.
So I'm going to give you my number 1. I mean, I'm already past an hour, but we all agree that we go past an hour on this show.
Oh, snap, we're already
I can do it. I have a top 5 of television, and I know you're all going to laugh. So I'm only going to give you the number 1. Because if I say number 2, it's going to, just like I said, negate everything I just said. But the number 1 television show, and everyone who's here, and I also have to have Jeremy try to agree or try to see what I'm saying logically. But the number one television show of all time on television, right? Because something has to be number one has to have changed the face of the medium, and everything before is put in perspective, and everything after has to follow through. And like I said, why I like Arrested Development is because Arrested Development, like if you pick all these shows, like we just said, what the top 10 comedies are, I think Arrested Development changed that up because they were saying here's something you can do. Here's a formula where you don't have to follow a formula.
Yeah,
and you have to be all over the place. But, and here it goes, Twin Peaks.
I've never watched it.
And it's on, and both of you, you're both
the restaurant.
You're both in trouble because it's on Netflix.
At the restaurant with the boobies.
It has no, and yes, it's a restaurant with movies. And when I came here, I said, "Oh my shit, there's a Twin Peaks themed restaurant," but it just had big tits, and that's fine too. But again, David Lynch, decided to grace the medium of television with his art. And he succeeded.
That man's a genius.
He is a genius, and like I said, you talk about Lost. I mean, there's one thing about David Lynch, and the windows of the eyes to the soul. And when you see Lost, the eye-opening, and most of the episodes in the last season delved into inside your eyeballs and what was going on, and the show opened with an eyeball and ended with the eyeball. And I say this, I mean, Twin Peaks is just, like I said, it was the first show to introduce incest. It was the first show, on television, and not in any pornographic way. Not
it's just shocking.
Just to shock you, but I mean, the visuals on Twin Peaks, and I advise you guys to watch the pilots on the thing. I have
if
a box
it's your favorite,
set.
I'll go watch it.
Huh?
So I'll go watch it.
No, definitely take a gander at the first episode because
David Lynch is brilliant.
He's brilliant, and it's like, I mean, like I said, there's never been a show like it. I mean, what he did was he made you actually listen to TV. You had to listen. You had to pay attention. Yeah. He also made you watch the background because it was like every shot he shot like a film. And exactly. And let me shut this off. Now everybody's talking about the show. I mean, Twin Peaks is the number one show because it changed. In 1990, everything before that was just like we just said. Sitcoms rule the airwaves. Yeah. I mean, a good drama would be maybe Dynasty or whatever the hell, one of those stupid soap operas at night. And you never had a great mix of drama with this surrealistic bent on comedy. And it's like I said, Kyle MacLachlan, I mean, I hated him before that, and after that I loved him and everything he did because I always think about, Twin Peaks. I mean, there's people who never acted ever again after Twin Peaks, but you watch their work and it's just the greatest, to me, the greatest show on television. And like I said, I actually want guys to watch it. Like I said, you guys were born after, and I mean...
It's 92.
I mean, and again, I'm not trying to put down anybody else. I mean, I know Jeremy knows film, but I asked you, Lee, and I asked you, John, watch it, and then watch it with that sense, like, look what it's doing. It's like I said...
just watch it for what it... I mean, like, you normally watch something. Watch it for everything.
Yeah, like, see what he's doing with TV. It's like He said, I want to change, I want to mix it up. I want to show you something that you didn't see before, And it's true. It's like you watch a show and you get hooked into who, I mean, they're not giving nothing away. The whole premise of season 1 is who killed Laura Palmer. And up until now, you got that show on A&E, The Killing, which is who killed the Little Stupid Girls.
I heard that's excellent, too.
I
watched the first episode.
Well, they said that they messed up because it was supposed to, every season was supposed to answer. And then they did a big cliffhanger at the end, everybody went bark. But this is basically,
it's going on 3 seasons now.
It's like, and then it's like he got... It's like, okay, Lee, you might get scared. There are scenes, the whole killer, like this mystical killer of Bob, and I only say that because it's not giving nothing away. It was times where me and my sister watched the show. And another thing I love about the show, me and my sister Annette, the sister above me, the doctor, she's a doctor now, we bonded with the show because we always fought as kids. But we watched the show, and there were scenes that were so friggin' creepy-ass scary that I couldn't sleep for the rest of the night. And he did that, on prime time. And he
like the X-Files.
And it's funny because the show that when X-Files came out, the Twin Peaks of Fox, that's what they said when it came out.
That show changed television.
And what's his name? David Duchovny played Agent Rita, who was like a transvestite agent, which does with season 2 when the show started getting worse. But I mean, you still gotta watch it. Like I said, even when you get to season 2, when they do wrap up everything, you still gotta watch it because the ending is just one of the greatest endings.
Well, it's only 30 episodes. Yeah,
it's only 30 episodes. Yeah, and trust me, when you watch it, I'm pretty sure you'll watch it straight through. At least over 2 nights, you'll watch it if you do a marathon. Okay. And like I said, the ending, without giving away a lot, was one of the greatest cliffhangers to me. And to this day, it hovers across the elements. It's out there. You'll never know what happened. David Lynch says that. Well, in '95, he said, "Oh, I'm going to do TV movie for Twin Peaks to sum everything up. Never did. But it's just really, really good. And like I said, to answer her question, I think Twin Peaks, the greatest television history world.
And number 2 was...
Yeah, what was number 2? I'm a little curious.
All right, I'm going to say number 2. I'm pretty sure everyone's going to throw shit at me. And
let's do all 5 and let's call it.
Sorry, I'll only point and laugh a lot.
And there's a lot of people out there, but the only one in the audience right now, my wife will back me up on this. If Twin Peaks was the greatest television series of all time, the series to follow up, only in, and again, because me and Jerry, and not to say you guys, and I know John likes a good script. Screenplay, that has to have great writing.
Yeah.
Right? Because when you watch a movie, a TV show, anything, you gotta say, oh, that's fucking good. That was clever. That was funny.
Yeah.
Being so subtle and just like, or it'll just happen. You're like, oh shit, what just happened? You gotta rewind and say, that was freaking great genius. And again, you gotta watch it for the characters. The characters have to be interesting.
Okay.
Where you say, oh shit, this guy's cool. This guy, they all have their own character, and you get involved in those characters. You're like, oh shit, you follow the development throughout the show. Another thing that the show did. One more thing. And you have to have the best director who directed the Avengers. Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Yep.
Number 2 show of all time. You heard that scream in the background in the audience? Buffy the Vampire Slayer. And I implore you all, because Joss Whedon, everyone's going down this. Joss Whedon, Avengers, the greatest film of all time. And like I said, as I sat there next to my wife and my nephew, I was pointing out characters from Buffy, me talking on the big screen. Like, of course, like Cap and Buffy were the same character in the movie. There was Bruce Banner was like the Xander of the freaking movie. It was just very good dialogue. He knew how to write. That's another thing.
Well, the thing about him is he writes really personal dialogue, just very realistic dialogue. Like he wrote, he was a writer on Cabin in the Woods.
Yes, he wrote.
Yeah, and that was really cool. I mean, like it was.
And he did Dr. Horrible. Yeah, that's right. One of the greatest things to ever be made on Netflix. So,
I mean, and he writes very just like, I mean, it's relatable dialogue, things that are like, I mean, you know, some like you compare it to like Tarantino or somebody who some of that stuff is totally unrealistic. It's fantastic, but that's not like a normal conversation somebody would have most of the time.
You bring up Reservoir Dogs, great friggin' movie. Reservoir Dogs is one of the greatest films of all time. And the reason why I love Reservoir Dogs is I never went to a film, and I think I can tell the story now because we already went over time. I sat in the theater with my friend Frank, and we went to see Reservoir Dogs only because of the chat. You know, I heard about him in film festivals, and I sat there with my mouth open because I was like, we're listening. The screenplay is like, you're listening to this film, you're like, this is some of the greatest dialogue in the world.
It's brilliant. The
whole Papa Don't Preach opening, Like a Virgin. You know, Small Violin, Playful.
All the banter between the characters.
And if you watch Buffy, it's the same exact thing. Buffy is just a witty banter, a bunch of teenage kids going through, you know, their crisis on Earth, and it's just very. It's like I can give you 10 episodes to watch tonight on Netflix, and every episode is script driven. You pay attention. It's just very funny. It's very well written. The dialogue is crisp. It's funny. It's clear. And I'm saying, I mean, I always say Reservoir Dogs and Buffy because I think Reservoir Dogs is one of my favorite screenplays of all time. I love listening to Reservoir Dogs. I could just close my eyes, sit there, and just listen to Reservoir Dogs. I don't even watch the movie.
The whole scene where he's telling the story is the best.
Yeah, the whole Fantastic Four, the Thing scene. Yeah, it's a great scene.
Just the freaking, just like he's just the way, and then the way it's done, not just the dialogue. I mean, that movie's excellent. But just when he's telling the story about being in the restroom and and it just is brilliant. Tarantino is the man. Just, I mean, he could make crap from now on. From 1994 on, and I would be happy with it.
Yeah, and this is why I say Buffy would be number 2. Actually, what number 3 is?
What's number 3, bro?
Number 3 is Quantum Leap.
Oh, you trying to get me to watch that? It was good. I saw 2 episodes, and I was.
Quantum Leap is one of the greatest sci-fi shows on television.
It was good.
And again, only because, like I said, it's driven with one driving force, and it is this. What would you do to make everything right? And I'm just saying, this guy is going through every different person's body to do the butterfly effect, to fix.
Say that, like a butterfly
effect. Like a butterfly effect. And it, like I said, there's the character of Al, one of the greatest characters in television. And like I said, I dare all of you to watch the season finale of the season 2 finale without crying. And I'll watch it right now. And if you guys don't cry, I'll rip open your chest and pull out all the wires because I know you're freaking robots. You're robots, bro. Storm's off the stage.